Hi, my name is PJ Williamson, and this is another episode of How Simple Is That? Today, we're going to teach you how to migrate your files and folders that are being shared from Dropbox to Google Drive. Now, before we get started, the sharing permissions that are associated with the folders that are in Dropbox, those sharing permissions do not transfer over to Google Drive. The first step is to right-click on the folder that has the sharing permissions, and again, that is the folder with the icon of 3 people. Right-click on that folder and choose Share. Now, you want to make sure that you're choosing Share that is right beside the icon for Dropbox, and click that button. Now, once the new window pops up and the data is populated in that window, you'll be able to see who is the owner of this folder. If the owner of this folder is not you, then all you need to do is copy the email address of the owner and let them know that you are migrating out of Dropbox and into Google Drive, and when they finish their migrating process, would they mind resharing those folders with you? If all the folders that you have inside your Dropbox are all folders that are being shared with you, and you are not the owner of any of those folders, then that is it for you for this tutorial. Just make sure that you take a look at every last folder and copy the email address of the owner for each one of those folders and send them a message. For everyone else, let's move on to part 2. Now, for everyone else who is the owner of a folder who is sharing it with someone else, you will need to do the inverse. So instead of copying down your email address, you will need to copy down all the email addresses of those who you are sharing this folder with. And yes, if you do have 20 people that you are sharing with, you will have to copy down 20 emails. Now, it's really important that you take care and not miss any of the emails. You may want to pull up a Word document and copy all the names and email addresses into that Word document, and maybe even categorize them by what folder they were being shared. Once you have made sure to have all of the names you need for that folder, you can go ahead and click, drag, and drop that folder from Dropbox and into Google Drive, wherever you need it. So like in the previous tutorial, Dropbox has a message for you. It's simply saying that if you move any files or folders out of Dropbox and into Google Drive, those file permissions will not carry over. So you can move anyway, or if you forgot or if you're unsure, you can click on See Members, choose Move Anyway, and that'll be it. Now, once your folders and files have finished syncing, you can right-click on the folder that is now in Google Drive that was once in Dropbox, right-click on that folder and choose Share using Google Drive. And in the first text box, go ahead and add in all of the email addresses of all those who were originally sharing this folder back when it was in Dropbox. I'll also add a short message and make sure that Notify People is checked off down here at the bottom. And I'll also make sure that up here at the pencil, that the icon is indeed a pencil. If you see that it is an I, that is for Can View Only privileges, versus the pencil, which is Can Organize, Add, and Edit. I want to make sure that everyone has Organize, Add, and Edit as their permissions. Of course, for you, you can choose View Only if necessary. And once I'm done making sure that everything is in order, I have all of my members with sharing permissions, I can go ahead and click Send. And finally, we can check to make sure that everyone was included. And just like we did in part 1, this time in Google Drive, with the folder we have just added, we can right-click, choose Share, and see the members that have sharing permissions associated with this folder. And that completes this tutorial. If you had any issues along the way, please stop by the service desk for more assistance. So, if you have any questions, please contact SciIT.